Today is a super exciting day. I have been keeping a pretty big secret since February. The thing that excites me today is in this box. Yes, mini wheats might be delicious, but what is in this box? Not mini wheats. Here we have a little Pyrodura andriensis, which is a small species of the panther gecko genus from Madagascar as well. And this one's going to my friend Steph. She has a female right now, captive bred, that I produced a while back, and she got this little guy to pair up with her. He's so cute. So I have to give a 5 out of 5 star rating. Big thank you to my good friend Edgar, who runs Chameleons Canada. Amazing business, incredible, healthy animals, and I can't thank you enough, Edgar. It's been a few years that we've been doing business, and I'm very, very happy every time I receive a shipment of animals from you. You take the utmost care to have them brought to me. The animals arrive in tip-top shape. Couldn't ask for better service. Thanks so much. Alright guys, so now I'm going to be putting the new additions into their enclosures. I'm really happy about how they turned out. I do have to add a few more plants to this one. It is kind of a little bare, but fans do tend to perch a lot on branches without the foliage anyways. So there is a decent amount of foliage in here. There could certainly be more and higher reaching as well. But the point is, this is going to be okay. A small nesting site here for females. Moss inside, so they can come in through the sides and do their laying if they have any eggs. So that's one. Here we have the second enclosure. Again, a little sort of tent of bark with moss for females to go under and lay eggs. Some nice plants here. These are great plants to use in terrariums. False background I made. And some branches. I may add a few to that bare side again, but this is also a great tank. Alrighty, so this one's my personal favorite. I worked pretty hard on this tank. I wanted to try some more ferns. I've been having better luck with my ferns, and this is a really cool little fern species I got. And it's already starting to kind of spread since I planted it, which is really nice. If you look here, you can see seeing a little offshooting there in the bottom. So, awesome. Moving up, you can see another large tall fern here. And it's quite stable. I let a fan to live in here, one of my others, for a night or two to, test things out. And in the morning, she was actually perched in here just sleeping. So it's not going to flop over. It's a sturdier fern. And ferns can be a little sensitive. Their foliage can become damaged from too heavy of an animal. So I'm glad I chose this species. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. And now we're going to go ahead and put the fans in their new enclosures. So this is a really cool female that came in. I think I'd like to put her in the big enclosure here. Man, look at these eyes. Her eyes are just blood red. It's beautiful. What a beautiful animal. You'll get the hang of me. I say that a lot. I'll just say beautiful, beautiful. What a beautiful animal. But this is a really nice girl. When she first arrived, she was in a pretty bad shed, and I got it all off for the most part. And now we're going to just let her in here. You'll notice I misted everything down ahead so the misting doesn't stress them out when they're already in there, and so that they have a nice accessible drink if they're thirsty from that long voyage, obviously. Yeah, I'm sure they're very stressed, and we want to get them in here as quickly and as stress-free as possible. You'll also notice that most of the wild-caught fans have a few mites. You can see those there. You can even take a Q-tip with a bit of like soapy water or vinegar or something, and it irritates them, and they'll usually come off. But I found that, honestly, for whatever reason, these mites don't survive in captivity. So, I mean, I don't obviously keep my phantasticus in the same enclosures as the wild-caught individuals. So, we're not too worried there. But what I'm getting at is that over time, those guys will just vanish. Those mites will just disappear. They just die off for whatever reason. So, I don't really intervene unless it's quite invasive on the animal. So, there we go. Enjoy. Off she goes. Here was the other relatively large female. Again, take a look at those eyes. It's quite something. There's no kidding with that common name, satanic leaf-tailed gecko. Of course, they're not actually evil animals, but the name kind of applies. But an amazing color underneath. Like, look at that under the throat. But yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful animal here. See, I told you I'd say it again. Now she's gonna jump, so I need to be cautious. I mean, look at her. Oops. Wow. Incredible. So yeah, we got this girl here and the other female back there that are gonna be living together in this enclosure. One of the really cool things about Phantasticus, though, is the fact that males hardly show any aggression. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to be watching out for signs of aggression, one animal eating more than the other. Those are all things you still have to watch out for, just as you should be doing with any co-housing. But Phantasticus, I find, are pretty calm-tempered. Like, I have no issues housing a few males together. I've even housed 2 males with 1 female, and I didn't see any issues. So with that being said, what I'm going to do here is actually house the 2 small juvenile females in 1 enclosure, and both males in 1. Alrighty, I really like this guy. He is super cool. Very unique fan. It's kind of like a buckskin type color, and the tail is just phenomenal. Nice notching, very wide. And I really like these, he sports these nice black marks on his body. Hey buddy, you're okay. Now let's not take the newspaper with us, eh? He has, yeah, these nice black marks. If you take a look there, here, I'll set him down gently. So, he was just hopping around a bit. I figured I shouldn't hold him. But look at these nice black marks, see? Pretty awesome animal. Very beautiful. Or handsome, let's say. Really cool. Well, yeah, so he's in now. And next up, we got the second male, who I think you guys will think is super cool. Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I am crazy about this male. He is gorgeous. The pattern, the markings, the spots there. We got our little mold lichen spots. Check out the tail on this guy too. He is just one beautiful fant. Pretty decent size too for a male. Let's just take him out here gently so we can have a better look. Yeah, look at that tail. Wow. Oh, he's in the back now. That was our look. Don't worry, of course you'll be seeing more of these animals once they settle in. But yeah, he's in there now too. And this is how they pack them usually. Little pieces of newspaper instead of paper towel, I guess. Cheap alternative, and it's a little moist. And then that's some half-dried sphagnum moss, which we know all about in this channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Air holes. Alright, last but not least, we have two gorgeous little females. And you can see this one has a significant amount of mites on her, but that's not an issue again. We're going to watch that and probably on this animal do a little treatment to get them off. Oh, little eye licking. Again, these animals have some really nice red eyes. So this little red girl I noticed was surprisingly feisty for a fant before. She's trying to nip me, but it really doesn't hurt at all. Just don't want to be stressing her. And again, some really nice lichen spots. And you may notice a lot of these fans have these white little peppering, like kind of like a peppered brindley marking. And from far, it almost looks like the flash off a camera or phone. Like, you know, that effect you have on glistening water, right? Like, you know, if I film that, etc., you see that glistening effect when something is wet. So part of me thinks that this is another form of camouflage. And you really notice it when the fans are fired up or stressed. In which case, both are happening right now with this young animal. Put her up here. Maybe that way we can get a nice look at her. Yeah, look at that throat. Wow. Yeah, there's a few mites on there. Definitely gonna have to treat her. But the other female she's with also has a few, so that's why I'm not too concerned about separating them. Okay. And lastly, there's this little girl. Check out the magnified area of lichen blotching. It's really something here. Very, very prominent around the cheeks, around the neck there, I mean. Let's get her out gently. Yeah, super, super nice fant. Look at that. Just get a better look like this. Very nice animal. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm very excited to have these new animals to add to the breeding project. Once again, remember to check out Fantastic Geckos on Facebook and Reptiliatus on Instagram. And you can find those links below in the description. Thanks again everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed.